Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Player 6-7 eliminated.
I'm going to recreate one of Roblox's most iconic games in just 3 days, using a game engine I've never touched. Ready? Let's go. You know this game. You've probably played it. This is Be Crushed by a Speeding Wall, and today I'm gonna bring it back to life, but not on Roblox. You see, I've been feeling burnt out, really burnt out, and sometimes to find that spark of motivation again, you have to look elsewhere. So I'm switching game. I'm going to recreate one of Roblox's most iconic games in just 3 days, using a game engine I've never touched. Ready? Let's go. You know this game. You've probably played it. This is Be Crushed by a Speeding Wall, and today I'm gonna bring it back to life, but not on Roblox. You see, I've been feeling burnt out, really burnt out, and sometimes to find that spark of motivation again, you have to look elsewhere. So I'm switching game engines. No Roblox, no stupid duck-looking guy. I'm diving headfirst into a game platform I have never used before to recreate this game with a stupidly short deadline. But can I still pull it off? Well, here's the plan. Step 1, learn a brand new coding language. Step 2, build a world. And step 3, recreate Be Crushed by a Speeding Wall. And the clock starts now. So what game engine exactly is it that we're going to be moving to? Well, while I install what I need, say hello to Hytopia, who were kind enough to sponsor this video. Hytopia is a free online platform, like Roblox, but a little bit more blocky. On here, you can play and create whatever games you want for free, and all in the confines of your browser, which is nuts. They have various tools to help with coding, an entire world-building system, and I'm going to be testing everything out during this video, starting with learning how to code. You see, Roblox uses a coding language called Lua, but Hytopia uses TypeScript, a coding language I have never touched. So if I want to have any shot at creating a game, I need to speedrun through Hytopia's documentation and soak up all the knowledge. Okay, so I need to install Cursor and then type some command stuff into here. Okay, we're in. Oh, we can pick themes? Wait, what? Oh, too bright. Okay, so if I go ahead and click this link, I should be able to hop into the game template. Yeah, and there we go. Awesome. Now time to actually code. Cue the montage. Oh, and the montage. Yeah, I was already running into some problems. Apparently, this wasn't allowed, and I was trying to find a solution for a while on the documentation until I saw this. Wait, what's that? Oh, sweet. Yeah, it turns out the Cursor has a built-in AI tool for helping with errors. Knowing this, I was a little bit more confident for the rest of the challenge, being at peace with the knowledge that I wasn't going to be 100% alone. But fixing one single error was not going to get me through the first task, because my next job was to create a spider. That sounds hard. Well, actually, Hytopia already provides tons of assets, sounds, and UI for your games. So without needing to install anything and slapping in a couple lines of code, look at that. There he is. He's massive. But I had one more final thing to do before completing this first task. Right, now we have to make the spider do something. That should hopefully be easy enough. Oh, no, that's not right. Wait. Oh my lord, you are joking. And soon enough, I had a spider I was able to push around my world, meaning that the first task was now complete. And I can't lie, despite not doing too much, I still found it so fun beginning to learn a new coding language and a fresh new code editor. It's always great to switch things up and keep yourself motivated. And coding this stupid little world had actually helped with my burnout. But with that being said, I think it's time to hit the hay and make our way into day 2.
Dude,
Oh, hey, Maz.
It's only been like 2 hours. You still got plenty of time to work on this.
Yeah, you might think. But actually, I was pretty busy today, meaning I was only able to start working on this challenge at 9 p.m. That's not exactly good, since I now only have 2 days to build a full game on a platform I now only have 2 hours experience on. But hey, I ended off the day having made a big spider I can push about. I'd say that's a win. Let's just hope I can pull off day 2. Today, I'm excited because we get to build a map for our recreation of Be Crushed by a Speeding Wall. And you know, it's been a hot minute since I've played the game, so alright fellas, let's hop into the game, see what kind of map we're dealing with here, see if I can actually recreate it. Okay, so lots of detail, intricacy, texture, but you know, I think I can pull it off. Thankfully, this game has by far one of the most simple, bland maps I've ever seen, which makes my job a lot easier as we try out Hytopia's world building tool. Okay, let's give this thing a go. So we got some blocks here to work with, and we can import models. Nice, okay. And we can make our own textures, and you can import Minecraft worlds. As cool as that is, I'm gonna stick to here, so let's get building. Hytopia's building system had some pretty neat tools, like terrain generation, wall and floor generators, and yes, importing entire Minecraft worlds. But I started off making a small little area for players to spawn, with some grass and a little stone path to make its way into where the huge tunnel will be. In the original game, the map uses random colors and textures, which doesn't look great, so I'm sticking to a rainbow palette. Okay, so they don't have any plain colored blocks, so I guess I'll make my own. All I need to do is a quick splash, and then add a tiny bit of noise, and now I can just repeat this 7 times. So if I use this wall tool, yeah, cool, okay, it works. I was really getting the hang of this building system, and having an absolute blast with it, honestly. I mean, look at this. The map's looking pretty darn similar to the original. The boring, bland original. Yeah, I want to change this, I think. The original sucks. If we're being honest, we could at least add a little bit of spice. It might take up time I don't have, since I'm getting pretty scared about actually coding this game, but what the hell. Let's do it. Let's make this thing look slightly less unappealing. I decided to take a risk. With only a day and a couple hours left, I was beginning to get really worried about how much time I'd have left to code the game. Sure, I followed the beginner guides on their website, but making a whole ass wall move around was going to be one hell of a challenge. Let's just hope sprucing up this map doesn't take too long. Yeah, day 3 is here. Please at least just tell me the map's done. No. No. Oh god. Oh, it's not done. Oh, it's not. Oh, wait, no. There we go. It's done now. Great. Okay. But now we move on to the final task. The boss fight, if you will. Coding the game. Alright, so it's currently 9 p.m., which means I have 3 hours until I either win or fail this challenge. Let's go ahead and import our new map into here. So spawning works fine. Now let's move on to the win condition. And Be Crushed by a Speeding Wall, once you reach the end of the map, you win. So I need a way for players to be detected when they cross the finish line and be sent back to spawn. The AI attempted to give me a solution, but actually ended up getting stuck in a loop. So it was up to me. Okay, I think I'm getting somewhere. I've created an entity. Now I just need to make sure that the players win when they win. I think there's a way to like save player data, so let's see if I can store wins. Hytopia actually had their own way of storing player data. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm getting error after error here. I spent so long on this, it's insane. I think I'm gonna have to let this go. I was coming to a complete halt, completely drained of motivation. I mean, I just spent half an hour only trying to get player data to work and ended up completely scrapping it. The game was so close to being complete. I learned the basics, I built a map, but I couldn't let that go to waste. Sure, I was struggling with the code, but that's part of the process. When I was learning how to code on Roblox, I ran into millions of errors, but that didn't stop me. Hytopia is awesome for a browser-based platform, and it's been really fun learning a new language. I don't think I'd be doing myself justice to scrap the game now, and as I made one single change. Oh, it works. You can win. All I need to do is make the wall. Okay, let's do this. How much time do I have? 30 minutes? Oh, I got this. Come on. Okay, 4 minutes left. Let's test. There it is. Yeah, okay. Does it kill me? Oh my god. Oh, we did it. Oh, we have like 3 minutes to spare. Thanks to Hytopia again for sponsoring this video. If you want to find more videos like this, then check out the time I made a whole Roblox game in 24 hours. So do it quick. The wall's coming. It's a speeding wall, and I think I'm gonna be crushed. Everyone wants to make a viral Roblox game, and in today's day and age, the easiest way to do that is to make games like this. Yeah, Roblox games have changed just a little bit, but surely with almost 5 years of developing under my belt, I could make something like this, right? I wanted to prove to myself and other developers that I'm capable of creating a successful Roblox game. So today I'm putting that to the test and showing you the whole process. I'm spending 24 hours on the freaking grind, scripting, designing, marketing, and spending crazy amounts of money just to get one simple game to reach 100 active players. It seems easy, right? Well, let's find out and make our way into the first hour. Okay, let's move fast. We need this and this. Oh, maybe some of that as well.
Oh, dude, do you even know what kind of game you're trying to make?
No.
So you're just placing stuff around like an absolute monkey?
Okay. Let's look around Roblox for inspiration. This game, as desperate as it was for me to buy something, really did catch my attention. Sure, there's not much to the game, but it was a pretty fun premise. I thought it would be cool to interpret this into my game idea and combine it with another game I loved back in the day. You guys know Stickmaster Luke, right? The developer of Natural Disaster Survival? Well, he actually made another game in 2008 that I can guarantee you have never heard of. This game is called Downhill Smash. The premise is pretty simple. You climb up a hill without being hit by speeding vehicles. I wanted to combine these two ideas into one super cool game, one that adapted to what Roblox was demanding, but also kept that old charm. Here's what I'm thinking. There's a big slope with some safety points. The player has to reach the top of the slope whilst avoiding the oncoming objects flying down, and the player's trying to place traps. And that's it. Let's just get on to making the actual game. So right off the bat, we need a slope for the players to climb. So I went ahead and created a beautiful map. Of course, we can't just let players climb up here that easily. We need something stopping them. So let's go ahead and create a quick boulder for our players to avoid. And for the boulder spawners, I created a neat little class and created a spawn function. But right now, they kind of just bonk you on the head. We need players to feel something when playing our game. Every time they scrape the side of a boulder, they need to be set back and feel a surge of rage consume their body. But make it fun. So I added something to my game. Something that should just honestly be a default feature in every Roblox game. Ragdolls. I found a neat little ragdoll system and created a module that handles when players trip, get flung, and get slapped by others, which I'll talk about more later on. Now when you get hit by a boulder, you either trip or get absolutely sent into the stratosphere. By the time I finished all this, I realized it was around hour 4. It's not the fastest I could be working, but hopefully we can pick up the pace as we move into... The main gameplay mechanic is essentially done, so to take a little break from coding, I decided to try and make some UI using Figma. I made some nice little button templates to use and threw them into the game. I added some sidebar buttons for a shop and troll menu and some at the bottom for other products that I implement later in the video. But I think it would be cool for people to see how far they are towards the top of the hill. So I created a progress bar. Now you can see your progress going up the hill as well as others in the game. But yeah, we have nice UI buttons. They're super satisfying, but they don't do anything. So I made the shop menu. A lot of similar games to what I'm making for some reason just don't put much effort into UI, so I wanted to make sure that mine looked pretty darn good. And honestly, I think I did a pretty good job. I threw the menu into the game and created some frames to put game passes and a few items that you can buy using Robux or with coins you earn in the game. Oh, and yeah, I added coins to the game as well as wins for every time you reach the peak of the hill. I still have to create the troll menu, but I'm leaving that for later because now we get to move on to what could make or break this game's potential. The features that make this simple premise a little bit more enjoyable. So we have 2 game passes and 3 items to sell to players. I started off with the easiest one, the sprint game pass. This just increases your speed and was very quick to implement. The second game pass was one I was excited for, the slap pan. You might be wondering what this is exactly. Well, it's a pan and you slap people with it. That's as simple as it can get. I needed an animation for the slap, and to be honest, Roblox's built-in animator sucks. So I did something few others have dared to do. I bought Moon Animator 2 for $30, and actually after tax it was $35. But honestly, it was totally worth it. Making animations is so much quicker and easier with this plugin, and I ended up making a pretty decent animation. So after that, I began scripting it. I was pretty cautious when making this because I've never really touched fighting or weapon mechanics before. Despite this one being very simple, I was worried that I might be stuck in it for a while. So I typed and backspaced and typed and backspaced and deleted the entire script and started again. And next thing you know, it works. After that, all I had to do was, script 3 whole other items and an entire inventory system. That shouldn't take up too much time, right? Okay, So currently we have 2 of the items working. We have a time bomb, which is of course the classic bomb, and we also have the force field. So you can go ahead, take a swig. Now you don't get hit by anything. You're pretty much invincible. The only thing I really need to do at this point is the banana peel, and then all of these items will be done. So let's get onto that. I managed to get the banana working, but I want the players to actually flip over their head when they slip on it, and I was stumped on how to do this. I scoured the dev forums, I asked around Discord, and nothing was really working. I had to figure this one out myself. So more time went on as I tried out a few more things until... Alright, let's try, come on. Oh, come on, man. I don't think this is happening. Screw this, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and, I've wasted about half an hour trying to fix this banana peel, and at this point I was getting worried about my time. I glanced over at my timer to see that I was almost halfway through the challenge already. Yeah, remember past me when he said this should be easy? Yeah, well that guy's a dumbass. I still had a lot to do, including coding the entire trolling system and building a map. And you might think, yeah, that seems doable, but here's the thing. I suck at building. Even for a game like this that only needs a simple map, I was starting to think that I wasn't going to be able to finish the game in time. If I wanted any chance of getting this game done, I was going to have to lock in for the next half of the challenge. No distractions, no testing my game, which turns into me playing it for 5 minutes. At this point, every minute counts as I answer, oh, where's the thing that tells us what hour we're on? It was now time to tackle the feature that probably almost everyone will be playing this game for, the trolling system. I began with the UI, throwing in some buttons and putting some options at the top to choose how you want to troll the player. After that, I created a camera system and a troll system, so you could spectate and scroll through all the players in the game and decide who you want to torture. After some coding, it actually worked great, and it was surprisingly easy to make, which gave me hope that I could actually finish this challenge. But I still had to figure out how to make the troll buttons work. I tried a few things, but I can't lie, I was stumped on this one.
Dude,
Bro, can you knock or something?
just use an attribute on a player that saves the person they want to troll.
What? You don't even know how to code. I doubt this is even gonna work.
I told you so.
Get out. Well, thanks to figuring it out all by myself, I managed to get the trolling system to work. Now you can kill players, ragdoll them, and also swap positions with them. It is so cool, and it only took 4 hours. Okay, yeah, despite the system not being too complicated, I got pretty distracted during this time. I was having a little bit too much fun with the items and kept checking my phone every once in a while. Was it worth it? No, I hate phones. Phones are stupid. Let me get rid of this thing. You might be thinking that the game is done, right? There's not much more to add. Well, there is something. The one thing that I've been dreading this entire time. Building. But, you know, maybe I'm just doubting myself. Maybe we should just let me cook a little bit and see what I come up with. Yeah, okay, this is not going to work. I just spent the past 2 hours trying to build a map, and it looks horrendous. It began to seem like everything was falling apart. I was doing so well. The game was fully scripted. I just had to build a simple map, and I couldn't. Maybe I can't beat this challenge after all. Oh? Someone messaging me?
Hey man,
Oh.
what's up?
Whoa, hey, it's Roblox developer / content creator Dahappy.
Wow, is this a map you're making?
Yeah, it's for my
It looks bad. Seems like you could use some assets from shopdehappy.com.
shopdahappy.com.
Shopdehappy.com! Go to shopdehappy.com!
At the moment where I needed it most, Dahappy came in clutch and sent me over some really nice environment assets to use for this game. Maybe I could actually win this challenge after all. I mean, the website has everything you could be looking for when starting out. Entire game systems like simulators and tycoons, high quality assets, and an absolute ton of freebies. All you need to do is download, click them, and skadoosh! Everything is ready to use. There's even an entire free course on how to get started scripting in Roblox. It's just sitting there. Go get it or something. And be sure to use code Duckable at the checkout, or else you're like a stupid little baby man or something. Thanks to Happy for absolutely saving my ass in this challenge.
No problem, man. And be sure to subscribe to D Happy on YouTube.
Okay, that's enough from you. Okay, let's build this map. Well, here it is.
Yeah. Wait, run that back. Add some lens flare. Yeah. But more. Okay, maybe a bit too much.
Honestly, I'm really happy with how this came out, and it was finally time to pour some money into ads and see just how much Robux this game can make. But first, we need an icon. And as much as I thought I could do this myself, YouTube thumbnails are slightly different to Roblox game thumbnails. So I found someone through Discord that could create a thumbnail and icon for $50. I sent them the map, and they sent me some graphics. All there was to do now was head over to Roblox and put, just a little bit of money into ad.
$100.
What? 100? Really? That's quite a lot.
100.
You could, like, I don't know, invest that,
Nah.
or even save it for essentials.
No, $100 for Roblox. No, you know what? $130.
All right.
And after researching the best ways to make use of my ads, I released a 100-player downhill smash to the world. The ads went live, and I was terrified. They lasted from Thursday until Sunday, so I had 4 days to see if I could reach my goal of 100 active players. I was hesitant to check at first. What if the game was sitting at 0 players? What if I wasted all of this money for nothing? I mean, in total, I spent $180 on this game. It would suck an immeasurable amount if I got nothing out of it. So, I eventually checked up on the game. And people were actually playing. This gave me quite a boost of hope, and it wasn't even the first full day of ads. I still had 3.5 more days to reach my goal, so let's just wait and see. Ads for the game have stopped, and it's time to see just how successful the game was. Alright, here we go. Let's check Robux. Let's see how much we made. So during the 4 days, we made 5,177 Robux. That's not too bad. What about feedback? Whoa. Hold on a minute. Oh my god, what the f? We're at 26% like ratio? Before we get into how many active players I got, why didn't the game perform as well as I wanted? Well, it turns out that the problem was there since the beginning. Roblox is terrible f***ing physics. I checked the game's many dislikes and read the feedback that was left. All of them were about being knocked over by the boulders despite them not actually being touched by it. And honestly, there was not much I could do about that. So in the end, did we reach our goal of 100 active players? Well, drumroll please. We managed to get 74. And as much as it stung to not reach my goal, I honestly still see this as a win. It turns out there's a lot more I need to learn about Roblox game development, and with the failures from this game, I can pinpoint exactly what I need to improve on. If you want to check it out, the game is in the description. And hey, I have a devlog series where I make an actual game that you can check out after this. But do it quick, there's a boulder coming, it's